boys and girls, it's Miss Mary Kay. Today we're going to talk about my friend Sam. He's a clam, and he lives on an island called Martha's Vineyard. And Martha's Vineyard is an island that's part of Massachusetts. Do you know what an island is? It's a piece of land that's surrounded all the way around by water. There's no bridges, no roads. That's called an island. And the island, the only way you can get to Martha's Vineyard is by a boat or by a ferry or by a small airplane. But it's still part of Massachusetts. It's right off the coast of Cape Cod. I'm sure some of you have been to Cape Cod. So I'm going to read you the story of Sam the Clam, who lives on Martha's Vineyard. Sam is a happy clam who has never heard of a happy clam. Not many of you, I'll bet, because most clams don't talk. You know the expression, clam up? For that matter, who ever heard of a clam with a name? Sam's mother had always wanted him to have a name, so she named her first baby Samuel. Sam was happy to have a name. In his little clam voice, he would sing, "I'm Sam, Sam the clam, Sam I am." It made Sam happy to sing. If you are ever around on Martha's Vineyard, a big island 6 miles off part of Massachusetts, Cape Cod, that hooks out into the Atlantic Ocean on a map of the United States, you will have to listen for a clam singing. That is where Sam lives. Well, actually, he lives in the sandy and silty bottom of the bay and pond. Of course, you and I would have to listen very carefully to hear him. Sam did not always agree with his mother, especially when she warned him about not singing too loudly, as the clam diggers would be more likely to find him or to stay away from certain places that were becoming polluted and dirty. Sam, the mother says, stay away from the clam diggers and pollution. Okay, Samuel. A clam digger is a person who digs down deep into the sand to get the clams to eat. One day, Sam was lazily enjoying the warm water in a small pool left by the tide. "Ah," he said. Suddenly, he was being lifted high into the air. Then, just as suddenly, he was dropping down, 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 down. Oh my goodness. See the seagull? Picked Sam up, and now he's dropping him on the road, because that's when the shells break, then the seagulls get to eat the clams. Well, he landed with a big thud. Luckily for Sam, the gull that had dropped him to break his shell had missed the roadway, and Sam landed in a clump of marshy grass. He was safe. Some children had seen the gull carrying the clam and pointed to it, at the same time yelling for their parents' attention. That was Sam's lucky break. The gull did not return to try again. Very slowly, Sam recovered enough to dig through the mud and sand to the nearby pond in the very bottom. He stayed there for a long time before he was over the shock, and he closed his shell up very tight. In a few days, he felt better and was busy filtering food out of the water. Happy as a clam can be, and he was singing, "I'm Sam the clam, a lucky clam I am." Do you know why Sam sang? Well, he had known too many clams so uptight with their shells closed together most of the time, and they did not grow very fast. They were sad. When Sam was young, he had a scary tussle with a starfish. Luckily, the starfish was always so young and was not nearly as strong as his daddy was. The starfish wrapped his arms tightly around Sam and tried to pull and pry his shell apart. He tried and tried, but he could not even the least little bit. starfish also like to eat clams. Sam used all his muscles to hold tight together. You know how sometimes kids struggle and tussle and neither wins, so then they give up and they walk away? Well, that is what Sam and the starfish did. But Sam was not dumb. He knew a larger, stronger starfish would have taken him out of his protective shell. That would have been the end of Sam. So he has been alert for starfish ever since and moves away as fast as he can. Isn't Sam something else when you know how happy he is? He sings, I'm a lucky clam, I'm a happy clam, I'm Sam the clam, I am, I am. You ever see a clam sitting in a hammock? Do you want to know more about Sam? Have you ever wondered about your grandma and grandpa? Maybe you are lucky enough to know and see them. Have you ever wondered about their grandparents? Your great-great-grandparents? Sam had a great-great-grandpa too. As clams go, he was quite famous. Part of his shell is in the State Museum for people to look at. Why? Well, I will tell you why. Long ago, Indians used clamshells as money. The Indians who lived along the coast used pieces of old clamshells washed up on the beach. If there were layers of purple in the shell, it was called black wampum and worth twice as much as white wampum. Sam's great-great-grandpa had been a very, very purple shell. He was used in trading, buying, and selling for a long, long time. Now you may go find a piece of wampum if you go beachcombing. That is what is called when people walk up and down the beach looking for things the wind and the waves wash up on the shore. So as you look among the different shells and stones, you may get lucky enough to find some wampum. Of course, it would be more fun to hear Sam singing. You'll have to be very so quiet and listen very carefully to hear above the noise of the water. I am Sam, the lucky, happy clam. Sam the clam, I am. The end.